we have another story chapter that we can go through. I'll probably warm up with that because the actual important stuff we're doing today will be the challenges and EX challenges for the new event. Did I just smash that in here? Oh my god, I totally did. Well, I'm just gonna go with this. Hey there, Cheolan, how's it going? Also, welcome enemies. So once again, we're going to warm up with a little bit of another story before we're going to head into the event. There are indeed not many people ever streaming Magia Record, and even if there are, there's usually Japanese streams, Japanese language streams. I haven't really seen many Western people stream this game. But then again, I'm not really watching Twitch much anyway, so not like I would actually find those streams. Hello and welcome Violet as well to the stream. So of course, since I'm playing the Japanese version and I've been playing it for 3 years, obviously that means I must be able to understand some Japanese. I actually don't. I only understand all the basic stuff. Oh. Okay, so what do we have today? Oh, maybe a bit too much. Just a bit of this one. So you're really careful with this stuff because you know that 45 means down there? 54 even? That's right. There's some powerful stuff. Some really powerful stuff. But yeah, I did put Oriko because my main starter was Happy Halloween, as you can see, is Karin. So because I picked Karin as my starter, I wanted to pick someone else who was really good at playing Magia strategy. And Oriko is also really good at playing Magia strategy, and I just happened to also have her. I talked about Kako before as well on other streams. The thing is, since I do have Oriko as well, I didn't have it to begin with, but since I do have Oriko now, it's actually better to instead go for Oriko first. But it's a small difference. Oriko at least deals more damage, and that was actually kind of my main concern, because Kako also doesn't really do much damage, and between Kako and Karin I didn't really have a damage dealer at all, so I decided, you know what, let's actually get some damage in. And Oriko is doing that pretty well actually, because she has an AoE Magia. And Karin can buff her up, and then she does a ton of damage. Magia Maker streamer I knew played often along with the EN game, that was sad. I did try to get as many people over to the Japanese server as I could, but I know that a lot of people just on principle didn't want to follow. Which I think is rather sad. I know there were a lot of people, and I think I brought this up the other two streams as well, but it bears mentioning once again that there are a lot of people who said that Magia Record was extremely important to them, that the community was important to them, the game, the stories, or just having something to play, all of that was really important to them. But then they also said, you know what, I don't feel like switching though, I just don't feel like it. So on one hand it was really important to them, but apparently not important enough to actually go and switch. Hey there, Marianchi, how is it going? This is currently EX Challenge Quest 3 and I'm about to win in just a second, don't worry about it. Entire channel is themed around Magia Record, that sounds like my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel has been themed around Magia Record for about 10 months. Yeah, for about 10 or 11 months. So yeah, I've been doing my best trying to build an empire, basically. The overlay emotes and everything. Oh. If I had actually built up this stream from nothing, I probably would have done that as well. Thing is though, on one hand I don't stream much because I don't. The thing is, I usually only stream stuff that I think other people might want to watch, which is why I don't stream Magia Record at all, apart from like this is like the third time or something I stream Magia Record, maybe even the fourth time. But more importantly, so this is I've had this channel for about 6 years maybe on Twitch, where I've done a lot of speedrun stuff. I still have my speedrun times down there in the description, and I've never removed them because some of those times used to be world records at some point. So why not keep them? Anyway, but yeah, since I've already had my channel built around speedruns, at some point I just decided, yeah, you know what, making emotes is hard. Making overlay stuff is hard. All of this stuff is really hard, so I just kept it the way it was. I still have a scene in here for... I can go for my old scenes. I have a scene for sub-emote text. Like stay hydrated sub-emote. I have a gamepad viewer that is currently not working, but I used to have a gamepad viewer as well. A schedule. What was my schedule? Every day 21 CEST. That didn't last long. I can tell you that schedule lasted for like 2 weeks and then died. I have a sub donation goal. Oh yeah, I used to have a sub donation goal. Don't worry about that one. That's a very old one. What is that? I also have that emote up there for some reason. I have my live splits that I haven't opened right now. My bonfire. Oh yeah, it's in the top left. I still have that. I have some border that I used for some game. I don't even know. I have my... Oh, this is not gonna show anything. This is my Switch. My Switch is hooked up. And that's basically it. I think the reason some people find it important to them but don't switch because it was the English specifically that made it important. I can understand that, but at the same time, you can still get the story. You just can't directly read it, but you still, for example, you get summaries or you get translations of it, or you can talk to people about it. There's still ways to experience the story in English text, just not directly while playing the game. So I don't know. But yeah, I understand, of course. I'm not trying to say that you should switch. I'm just saying that a lot of people are making it sound like their world is ending because Magia Record is ending, and I'm just thinking to myself, but Japanese is right there. It's right there. It's literally right there. It's not going anywhere. And gameplay-wise, it's way better than EN, to be honest. I think the game can hold on its own of gameplay alone, so it was really important to understand what they're saying. But we do have to admit, Spirit Enhancement makes things much more interesting. I do agree on the Spirit Enhancement, definitely. Thing is, though, I've been playing also, at least from me personally, I've been playing mobile games for also like 6-7 years now, and I've kind of gotten used to playing stuff on Japanese. I've been playing more Japanese mobile games than like non-Japanese mobile games, and you just kind of get used to it. Not that I like learn to read Japanese, but rather that I just get used to not understanding text and having to figure out stuff from just small clues from the stuff, from the way stuff just looks, etc. Also, yes, I did download voices and movies specifically, so that because people wanted to hear voice, people wanted to maybe see some transformation sequence if I actually draw something new, so yeah, I put that on. What if they added RNG's Spirit Enhancement? Yeah, then people would stop playing the game, it would suck, it would be terrible. I hope they never do that. Imagine if when you rolled a character, like when you got a character through the gacha, they randomly had more attack or more defense or more HP or something. You could call it like a boon or a bane, and it could show up in blue or in red on your character screen. But if you got like multiple of the same character, like if you got 4 slot, the bane would disappear, but the boon would stick around. And maybe there could also be some other game mode where you could actually spend a really hard to get resource that you could get more of the more whale characters you had to further increase your character's stats that you would need a lot of, and the only way to get a lot of them would be to whale really hard on newer characters. What if actually you could also pay like $10 a month to get better auto, and also pay $10 a month to also get stronger characters and they would glow and get better skins and everything. What if you could actually pay even more money to whale for way harder skills and abilities that you could then give to other characters on, like let's say you have a new character comes out that has an ability that's stronger than everything else, and you could then roll for that character and apply that character's skill or ability to another character you had. Oh man, that'd be absurd. Isn't that how Fire Emblem Gacha works? Yeah, exactly. I've basically just been ranting on how terrible Fire Emblem Heroes is for the last 2 minutes. And yes, I have played Fire Emblem Heroes for 3 years. That's exactly why I can shit on it so much. I'm also shitting really hard on FGO whenever I feel like it, but also because I've played FGO for like 3 or 4 years. So I know what I'm talking about. I've played World of Warcraft for like 8 years, and I think it's terrible. Well, it's gotten terrible. But the only reason why I feel comfortable in shitting on it so much is because I have played these games for so long that I feel very confident in all the claims I'm making. I don't think the game should add any more RNG values whatsoever. I think the RNG that's currently in the game is already fine. How am I still sane? Yes, I am. But the monies, well, they wouldn't get more monies from just more RNG. They need just more incentives. Like, RNG is not necessarily the only way to create more incentives. Just make skins. Guys, or like developers, just make more skins. Like that show in battle. Just make skins that show in battle that you can buy for like a whole bunch of money. You know how many dollars people would pay for that? You know how many billions of dollars you would make with that? Like imagine if there was like a pajama Ren. Like a Ren skin that would just be Ren in her pajamas, and then you could also release Rika in pajamas, and you could buy both of them as like a pack for like $20 or whatever, and it would show in battle. People would pay that money. I wouldn't pay that money, but people would pay that money. Also welcome Vertical Vertex to the stream. Congratulations on racing that cuck all the way up there. Just make sure to keep all your 13-year-old other characters away from her. Like basically, especially in battle, that's basically what the skins would be for. If the skins wouldn't show in battle, then what's the point of them? Imagine if they made like 100 skins or whatever and they only showed it in one single spot, and that would be a home screen where you can only have one character showing. Man, that would be terrible. That would actually be awful. Also, once again, my chats are dying again. And yes, Mokyu's voice lines are indeed just various Mokyu. It's hard to not get crazy. And you hear that all the time. You want more strategy? They can just make formations more important. That would at least be one step, like at least one step to making formations more important, to making the mechanics of the game more interesting to players. Just use formations a lot more. That would be better. Make buffs and debuffs and ailments and everything do a lot more interesting things other than just here's more damage or less damage, and that's basically all it does. And you know what? Those are already in the game. Those effects are already in the game. All those cool buffs and debuffs and conditions that actually can do some crazy stuff are already in the game. Also, welcome Tiki-chan. How are you doing? And welcome to the stream as well. How can the characters in the story go even just a day without wanting to hurl themselves off a cliff when all they hear the entire day is Magia, 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 Magia. Jesus Christ. You know what the most annoying character in the game isn't even Toka, it's probably Mokyu, but the thing is we don't really hear much of him. Yay. The power of cuteness. I don't even think they're that cute. Welcome as well, Yibor Yonaga, how's it going? I think it's about time we can go into the event and do the challenges and EX challenges and make sure we can somehow get those done. By the way, in case you're wondering what this another story chapter is about, it's just Shigure and Hagumu being useless. What else is new? Okay, so one thing I, by the way, need to worry about is actually, you know, raising Oriko. That's actually a thing that's important. Okay, this is the first challenge class. We're just gonna take a bunch of guys. My supports actually aren't that good on here, to be honest. But we'll just have to worry about it. What was this team again? This is team 3. This was my main team. You know, go over here. You can go away. And we need to worry about Memoria again. Okay, so first off we need the Kabumi memo, because that one is really, really good. Then we need... the second best one I have at this point is still this one. And for active... it's also not a great one, but this one's quite good. We also have this one. The question is, how important is the active? It's 3 turns active and actually gives a bunch of stuff. Yeah, I think this one's fine. Himika is more annoying if you ask me. Yeah, I agree on Himika. Himika is another character, but Himika, I don't like Himika actually. Who has the worst useless SE? Iroha. It's not even, I don't even think it's a contest. Iroha's SE is terrible. How many rolls do I have, by the way? Let me break out my calculator. So I have, let's say, about 1,200 plus 20, 70 rolls. That's nothing. That is basically nothing. Well, we're not rolling for Shizuka. Well, she would actually probably be doing quite fine in my team. Anyway. I think I'm just fine with this. Like, this is what we're gonna do with everything. This is how we're gonna beat everything. But like I said, my supports aren't actually that good, so this is actually not a good Maruka. But at least Karen is very cute. And that might just make us win. Okay, we can... this thing lasts for 3 turns, so I should not use it right now. Use it on the second wave. So Alina's is actually, is he good? Yeah, Alina's fine. It's actually fine. Oh no, we're getting poked. What is this, Kaide? More Excel. So not only are the supports we're going to take have bad memos, maybe not even force slot, they're also not going to have SE. So they might not have the SE active, like I don't think this Mother Kami has. Nope, does not have the SE active, which sucks because that one's actually really good. And also doesn't have the passive MP regen, which sucks because that one's really good. But we'll deal without that, right? Okay, if I do this and do this one's the 3 turn, yep. Oh my god, they're both good. Sure. Well, let's go. How do I get tertials on the JP server? There are no tertials on the JP server. They were NA only. But someday we're gonna get them. Someday we're going to get them. Okay, we didn't quite get to Magia. Not that it matters. Because this should be GG. Mada mada. Oh, this stuff is heavy. God, it's so happy Halloween. Every day can be Halloween. Yeah, it's the first challenge done already. We're almost there. Who's this one, by the way? This children has haunted my dreams. Not in a good way. This is an extremely good Ultimatica. Maybe, if I have such a good Ultimatica at my hands, maybe I should go for EX actually. That said, I don't actually know what this EX challenge quest even is. So we might just get tracked immediately. So, but you know what? We're probably not going to be able to finish most of these EX challenge quests the first time through anyway. So let's at least see what happens. Okay, so we have a forest type, that's good. 1.5 million. If we get a current doppel, we could actually do a lot of damage. Sadly, we didn't immediately draw a Puella XL, which would have been amazing, but we can still do some good stuff. I probably, yeah, want to make sure we actually get to. I should do this right now and try and get to Madokami Madokami Magia and reduce enemy damage. Sadly, we don't have Meteorrains, which is really sad. Because Meteorrains would make this a lot easier. So basically playing everything on Magia and hope we just get there. Basically what it is, we just hope we get there. It's gonna be hard though, but we can do it. That's not an XL combo, which sucks, because if that was an XL combo we could have actually gotten there already, but the thing is we can probably get there already anyway. Yeah, this will get us to Magia. Because she actually does have Magia regen, MP regen. Oh, the 15% evade strikes again. Okay, lower enemy defense. Sasana! Okay, so let me quickly think about how we're going to do this one. So we're going to do the connect first. We can use 2 Excel discs because we're above 100. Probably not like that though. So by using this Excel first, not like, of course we're gonna do it anyway because we get the connect bonus, and the connect bonus is really important for the Magia, but even putting the connect bonus aside, starting like this is actually really good because Ultimatica right now is above 100 MP. And as part of Spirit Enhancement, basically every single character gets additional MP generation once they are above 100. So, by sneaking in more Excel discs while she is above 100, she will get a lot more MP. And that's actually key to some strategies that are out there for some fights. That you make sure that while a character is over 100 MP, you give them as much MP as possible before firing off in Magia. So we're gonna do that and then fire off the Magia and then just do damage, I guess. Hopefully this dazzles. Just a lag, enemies dazzled. Great. I don't think this does that much damage. Oh my god, it totally fucking did. Oh! More importantly, now we have all the buffs. We have so many buffs now that we should just win. Come on, missed. It started. Missed a bunch. That wasn't even their miss. That was my dodge again. Okay, so now our Karen actually hits really fucking hard. Because we have buffs. Plonk like that. And it's a win. Okay, never mind. That EX1 is actually really, really easy. Ogre money, I don't know if I can know, dude. I can't into Japanese. Oh, I got 50 potions. Wow. Okay, back to challenge. Oh my god, that's an amazing Madoka as well. Ultimate Madoka as well. You probably should go right back into the X challenge quests. Also full timber type. I know some people call it timber. It's forest. By the way, I'd rather take an Ultimate Madoka over a Mokyu because Ultimate Madoka is better at just supporting in general, and I kind of want my own Karin to do some stuff as well. Especially because the enemy is forest type. My own Karin can actually do some damage. So I'd rather take someone like Ultimate Madoka for the better support. So we can support each other. Yay! It's candy. Let me guess, 2 million HP? No, only 1 million. What? Am I correct in grass or wind? I can get that, I get that. Oh, wait, how does this... Wait, this old Madoka had completely maxed Memoria. How does that... What? This old Madoka had a maxed premium, like a limited Memoria. And he doesn't have SE? What? Okay, maybe this one is actually not going to be that easy. Maybe this is actually going to be a lot harder. And we probably actually die. That's actually terrible. It's terrible. What the fuck? Whatever. We can still win this. Maybe. If we somehow sneak in a Karin Doppel, I think we just win. Problem is, we might just die before that. Because I think this candy buffs itself every turn, so we might just die. I'm gonna get Deep Blast here. Just so that both characters now have their connect ready. And connects are rather important, I guess. We drew every single blast if we have. Wow. At least we didn't draw a charge this game. You know what blast combo isn't gonna do much. We're gonna really need to get to Doppel. And I'm not gonna be happy with just the other thing. And we're gonna do this. I'm not gonna be happy with just Magia. I'm gonna try to get to Doppel, but we're not drawing enough Exaltus right now. Ouch. 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 Hey, we might get to Doppel soon, but we also might die soon. Oh, that's a good combo. Problem is, the enemy is already buffed shits with all kinds of stuff. Not very good. I think we still have this, probably. I don't know. This doesn't do... We're gonna need both of this stuff next turn. But we can already activate this because this lasts for 3 turns. Umiyadora! That's what she said. At this point the enemy is buffed so hard that we might not even get much out of a doppel, to be honest. But we're gonna try it. If we even survive this turn. Yeah, I would have loved to also have a Magia ready on my Mother Kami for the better buffs. But we have to just go at this point. Sadly, we don't have many buffs. It's like I said, we really would like to have had the Magia. But, or the Connect, but we had to use it earlier just to get to Doppel, so this kind of sucks. Pretty hard. But, At least we can do this, and actually do this first. We're gonna do both of these first, okay? No, this is the thing, we're gonna do both of these first and hope the enemy gets dazzled. Because if the enemy gets dazzled, we do bonus damage with our doppel. Yeah, that's the play. Okay, it's dazzled, we do bonus damage now. With Karin, that is. Oh look, it's McDougal. Yay, I put 920,000. Like I said, we do bonus damage because the enemy is dazzled, and it turns out it's quite a lot of bonus damage that we do. God, it's a happy Halloween! Double of stealing, more like double of taking someone's life force by killing them. Easy game, easy katka. Okay, this time, can we actually beat EX3? Okay, so you look at this Magia right here and you think to yourself, this has another next limit break, limited memoria. Certainly they have SE ready, right? They do. However, do I want to take this one with me? Because I don't know about this. Let's do it. We probably won't actually win this one, like actually won't win this one. But once again, let's just see what happens. Because that's what we do, we just see what happens. It's it's the forest team. So here's the thing, Charu can probably remove our buffs. Chica, I've never seen an EX challenge before, so I have no idea what she's gonna do in an EX challenge. Sna is gonna defend people, but I can just use a Magia on her and she dies. Sakuya, she's gonna crit and she's gonna evade. That's the two things, crit and evade. Here's the thing though, I just noticed all the enemies have like around 300,000 HP. If our Mokyu gets a Magia out with a few buffs, I think we just win immediately. I have no idea why the enemy has so few, so little HP. Okay, so gonna make sure that we get a whole bunch of turns by staying out with that. Sadly, we don't have more. We only have the one. I don't actually care too much who I'm gonna attack. I just want the XL. I just want the XL. Mock the boy. Okay, they don't do much turn one. Okay, now that I know they do anything turn one, maybe in the next time I try this, I'm not gonna use a turn one Memoria. However, we might be on Magia next turn. 280, 280, 280, probably one here. One over there, yeah, probably. Is it 3 turns? No, 1 turn. Okay, so if everything goes fine and we get to Magia the next turn, we might just win immediately. But the enemy is probably going to use some actives, right? The enemy is probably going to do a bunch of stuff to me now. I might not even get to Magia if Maki doesn't get attacked here at least once. Like, Maki needs to get attacked like once. And not die, of course. Come on, just once. Oh, you did it, and we got there. Okay, so the enemy just gave themselves damage cut. Forever, actually, unlimited turns, amazing. And we don't have specific buffs. However, we have this, which gives us variable. And we have this for damage up, and damage up is very important. We can apply defense down here. Okay. Sadly, we can't give a connect over, because if we could give a connect over to Magia, that would be amazing. However, this will have to do. However, once again, because we are above 100 MP on this Magia, I'm going to start off with an Excel disc, because you get more MP when you're over 100. So I'm going to try and get as much use of that as I can. However, I'm going to do one, then Magia, and then you have this blast right here actually benefit from the fact that we are getting the buffs from the Magia. Because this one's really good. Okay, let's see what happens. That's so much damage. If the enemy didn't have the damage cut, they would be dead right now, actually. That's actually kind of insane. Would does it give bonus damage to variable? It should. It should indeed do that. Sure, those girls heals. I don't think anyone does. If anyone does, it's probably Chica. Oh, look at that. The enemy just gave us a free Puella combo. Isn't that amazing? Thanks for the Puella combo, guys. I like that. Okay, here's the thing. This Sakuya probably has a 100% chance to evade, which sounds powerful, but here's the thing. This Magia has, where is it? Special Seed. And Special Seed has ignore enemy evade on it if it's MLB'd, which it is. So, cool. We ignore enemy evade. This Sakuya is not going to evade us. I don't know who to specifically attack. I don't know, just this. Yay, do some damage. The enemy still has the damage cut, which is very noticeable. Oh, this heal right here is just regenerate. It's a passive that gets applied by Charu. So Charu applies the heal actually. The charge this affects the Excel one, yep. Okay, I think at this point we just win. Because here's the thing, Karin now has both offensive and defensive debuffs buffs for 3 turns. And she's going to get a Magia next turn, which is going to kill the Charu. So we just win. These were the easiest EX challenge quests I've probably ever seen. Not even kidding, these were literally the easiest EX challenge quests I've ever seen in this entire game. Like, oh no, he just gave me a free Puella combo. It's like, I don't have the Magia, cool, but I get a free Puella. Into another Magia after this. We don't have variable anymore though, so we actually do a lot less damage. Exchanges for people who moved here from EN game. They could have probably given us harder ones as well, it would have been fine. Oh my god, she does it again. Just don't stun that. Okay, she stunned that. Okay, now it actually gets kind of interesting. The thing is, I can still lose at this point. I should have probably mentioned this. I can still lose at this point. If I get unlucky. Okay, do this. I don't know why this Charu hates Karin this much. You wouldn't expect him to hate my Karin this much, but she does. Actually, should I go for the second Magia? I'm not gonna win this turn anyway, right? There's no way I can win this turn, so I could probably go for the multi-turn setup. Yeah, the multi-turn setup is more important. I'm not risking anything, this is the safest play I can potentially make. It all comes down to RNG now anyway, like it's not much that I can do, I just have to hope for RNG at this point. Can you stop doing that? Hello? It's actually kind of ridiculous. I think we lose, by the way. It heals for like 90,000 each turn and we don't do enough damage. Unless she just stops attacking Karin for just a single turn. Okay, just don't attack Karin. Why? And that as well. Can you just stop attacking Karin for a single turn? Okay, we can't get a second Magia out of this, so we need to just go. Okay, just don't attack Karin. Here's the thing, Karin Magia kills her from full HP. Literally, Karin Magia kills her from full HP. Oh my god. Literally just a single Karin Magia would kill her from full HP. But I'm not gonna get one because she keeps stunning Karin every single turn. Just a single turn, please! Are you serious? That is actually ridiculous. She managed to chain stun Karin every single turn for like 10 turns before it felt. It felt like 10 turns. Okay, here's the thing though. If we just do that thing with Ultimate Madoka, that literally can't happen. Is this Ultimate Madoka good enough? Could be. Could maybe not be. So here's the thing. If we just have an Ultimate Madoka, that literally cannot happen. That like legitimately cannot happen. Also, welcome to the stream. I didn't say this earlier, but welcome to the stream as well, Tiff. They don't do anything turn 1, so we can actually wait on this. We do have this, which we probably just do because we're gonna get the most out of our discs right now. Let me just do this. There it goes again. On turn 1! Well, we're gonna try this. It takes 5 AP to go next. Literally just takes 5 AP to try again. You think I'm gonna sit through that? Oh, this one actually looks fine, but... Wait, Beru? Isn't that the one who had Tsuruno earlier? No, it's also Beru. That's an alt of the same guy. That's the same guy. Literally the same guy. Does he have SE on this one? Doesn't have the active. You know what? Fuck it. Let's do it anyway. Don't know why they wouldn't go for the active at the first thing. It's like the most important thing. Money or whatever. You know that sucks really hard? Whoops. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Yay. I'm not gonna sit through a fucking battle where I get a terrible Madokami support with not even an XL combo to begin with. We can literally just keep going next until we get a good start. I get a Karen Magia first, and then an ultimate Madoka Magia. And hopefully, if we do it that way, we just win. Problem. We have a problem. In that we might just get disrupted from doing that. None of our characters can get stunned here. If neither of our characters get stunned here, we're actually just fine. But if either one of our characters gets stunned here, we're not fine at all. So hopefully the Dazzle is gonna make sure that we don't get stunned here. It's very unlikely, right? It's very unlikely. Okay, it's very unlikely. Very unlikely. Very unlikely at all. They gave all 3 discs to the one character who is dazzled. Amazing. Now this Madoka also doesn't have doppel unlocked, so I can't go higher than 100 MP right now, which kinda sucks. So going for more MP right now doesn't do anything. However, we can just go. Okay, so we can one-shot anyone on the enemy team that we desire. And I would like to one-shot the Sakuya, because like I said, she probably has 100% evade, and this time I don't have a character with me that has 100% evade negate, so I need to kill it. I need to kill that Sakuya somehow else. And yes, I said it to the Sakuya. I need to kill that Sakuya with something that bypasses evade, which of course is Magia. Are we gonna go with that one first? No, we're gonna go with that one last. And then this one? Enemies always pull a combo, that's weird. But even so, it's still interesting that they gave it to the one character who was dazzled. Should I go with the blast afterwards? Actually, if we go with that first, then actually it would be better if we gave this first, then that, and then that last. You know, that's fine. He was trying to clutch, but it was just not. It was actually more likely for the enemy if they gave all discs to Sakuya and then Sakuya crit my Madokami dead. It would have been more likely actually. It should do a bunch of damage. Yeah, that's good enough. I mean, for a support Magia, that was kind of good. Okay, the idea is that our Karin gets to another Magia rather soon, and in the meantime we hope we can kill Charu. Which sucks because we didn't get enough Karin discs to do that right now. However, by doing this we should get another Karin Magia next turn, which means we can blow up the Charu who is going to heal now. Or just kill it now. Sure, no problem, we can just do that. Our Karin's gonna just wipe the floor at this point. 208,000? 300,000? Okay, let's go for that. I want to start off with an Excel disc. And then end with this charge right here. So not only do we end on a charge, but also our Madokami gets a lot more MP, so we can actually work on a second Magia on our Madokami as well. Which would actually be the most beneficial thing. Okay, bye bye Sana, it was nice knowing you. Actually, the damage cut on there. It's damage cut on there, not enough. Oh, Dazzled, isn't that sad? Oh, look at that Dazzle making it so the enemy misses attacks. Look at all those enemy misses that we're seeing because the enemy is dazzled and has 50% miss chance. Yeah, fuck. Could we have that? No, let's start up both connects. That's probably more important at this point. Also, more importantly, we get Magia again, which just wins. Okay, that's the end of this. Oh, look at that! We got another attack down, damage down. Wow. We can even buff this Magia. Well, bye bye. Yeah, this really was the easiest EX challenge quest that I've seen probably so far. Like, I almost first tried it with a newbie account, and the only reason I didn't first try with a newbie account is because I got really unlucky with the enemy. Like, extremely unlucky with the enemy. Yeah. It was that simple. Kind of surprised actually how easy EX was this time. But, you know, whatever. It's fine, I'll take this. And then EX4 opened. It didn't. What have we been doing at this point? I mean, at this point everything else is going to be easier. Not trivial, but easier. Unless for some reason challenge 5 is harder, which means possible. Okay, not this shit. No, why you do this to me? Oh, you fuckers. I will rain hellfire upon you guys for doing this to me. You fuckers. Whatever, let's get some MP. Hey, it's dazzled, but it doesn't matter if it uses active. Don't you dare. Oh, you fuck. Oh, there's a Bible! There's a Bible! There's a Bible! Oh, that's Sanjogahara. Thank you, whoever that Sanjogahara belongs to. Thank you for the Bible. I will kiss your legs. What am I even saying? I've read too much Ryoko. The thing is, I've been recently trying to, not just trying to, I've been working on also getting as the next event the I'll Keep Waving at You event summarized, which is about Ryoko and Yuko Natsu and Sakuya. And Ryoko really loves legs. Like, you guys don't even know just how much Ryoko likes legs. To a somewhat, not just a somewhat, a very much unhealthy degree. To a kind of creepy degree even, just how much Ryoko likes legs. But, you know. It's fun there's Somura and Sanjogahara on the same team. It very much is. Yay, look at the stuff that we got. Wow. I hate mill gliders though. I really hate them. Also, what's interesting is that our Karin has like 65 or 55%. Let me look it up. 55% anti-curse chance, which is really good. Also, can I just say, who even uses the... Was this the 3-star? Or is this the 4-star image for Tsuruno? The 5-star one is way better. And I don't mean because of, you know, the obvious part. But just in general, I think the face looks better in that one. Like, this face looks kind of derpy. Just a bit. Also, something I'm going to tell you guys something that you're never going to be able to unsee is that every single character that Aoki Ume draws has this sort of really weird rectangle-shaped chin. Every single character has this rectangle-shaped chin. You see it right here on Karin as well. Also got this rectangle-shaped chin. You will not be able to unsee this ever again. Every single Aoki character has that triangle-shaped chin. And now that I've put that in your head, I'm sorry, but it will never disappear. Rectangle. It is possible if you're in a non-Euclidean environment. And as far as we know, the universe is probably non-Euclidean. Definitely non-Euclidean, actually. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. After doing the challenge quests, the challenge quests, like the regular challenge quests, they seem kind of trivial to some degree, to a very much degree. So the thing is, when I do challenges and EX challenges on my Japanese account, I just auto battle them. Not EX challenges, at least not most of them, but regular challenges you just auto battle. Yay. Okay, we're gonna need another one after this. 2 more. I think it's like challenge 5 is probably the last one. Oh, look at that. Still got Kazumi Moria. Wait, I still have Kazumi Moria on my Japanese accounts. Whatever. Magia Karin. Got it? Oh. This lasts for 3 turns. We can actually use it right now. As well as this. Because why not? We only need like 4 turns or 5 turns to finish this entire stage anyway. Look at that. There's no damage. Oh my god, yeah, that's an amazing emote that you got right there. Where did you get that emote from? Must be a really awesome channel you got that emote from. Look at that, it should be an easy 1 turn clear. What is that noise? What? That's not the noise that I would attribute to using an active ability. Will critical damage be a stat rather than fixed at 100%? I think it's fine that it's fixed at plus 100%. Otherwise, critical hits would become too important, and if they became too important, people would just play for RNG, and that kind of sucks. If people really do play for RNG. Amazing. Amazing. You know that I just applied a status ailment to the enemy, and if the enemy has a status ailment on them, they can't evade, and I got it on the last hit. And now it disappears. Fun. Yeah, fancy stuff you got recently. Yeah, that's awesome stuff right there. Hey, I applied Dazzle again. Awesome. Once the first hit has applied Dazzle, The other hits are guaranteed to hit because, like I said, targets that have Stealth element on them cannot evade. Which is another thing that makes the Holy Alina strategy so awesome. And I did talk about the Holy Alina strategy, of course, in a last video that I made. Actually, I made a video just earlier today. In fact, like 10 minutes before I went live, I had a video where I have a summary on the Holy Rikaren event. I want to say holy because they call themselves the Holy Girls, but the Rikaren event and as well as the Harigi Sayaka event. Which I thought were both rather not very spectacular events at all. Like, this is the weird part. Seasonal events are like super duper hit and miss. They're either god awful or actually pretty good. Always really, really hit and miss, these seasonal events. And those two were just not that great in my opinion. Maybe I think the reason why the Rikaren event wasn't so good is because they just didn't actually end up as the gay couple that we want them to be. Like, they didn't confess their love to each other, which kind of sucks. While on the Harigi Sayaka event, the entire event was about trying to get Sayaka laid with Kamijo. And then, for some reason, randomly in the middle of that event, they said, okay, enough about Sayaka, let's have like 2 hours worth of story content just about Team Mikazuki's slice of life stuff, because we didn't have enough of that yet. Fuck. Still no active on that. I just don't know. Someone needs to tell me this. Someone needs to answer this question to me. Why do the F4S writers keep adding slice of life scenes with Team Mikazuki to so many pieces of story? Do we need more? Do we really need more scenes of, look, Tsuruno and Felicia are fighting each other again? Do we need more scenes like that? Here's another, like, let's say that we're going to have another event. Look, here's another event where Tsuruno and Felicia, they get angry, woo, and they need to learn the value of friendship by not fighting. What's the fucking point? What's the fucking point, dude? Haven't we gotten enough of that yet? Final Tarts 5-star art is still broken with the border stuck on it. Ow, I don't really care too much about that, to be honest. It is a bit funny, but yeah, whatever. Stuff just happens, you know? I think I'm gonna do this so I can take the buff with me into next turn. Yeah, I'll do that. Magus got fixed on the North American server. That's funny, actually. Of all the things, that got fixed on the North American server. I don't know why, but it fucking did. What's some good seasonal stories? Well, for one, of course, the swimsuit Homura story, because that one wasn't written by F4S, it was written by Doro Ino. So swimsuit Homura story is actually one of the best stories in the entire game. Apart from that, swimsuit Iroha is also fine if you like the more slice of life stuff. Holy Alina is also really good. Holy Alina I thought also was pretty good. Apart from that, on the bad side, on the events that are really bad, swimsuit Kyoko was really fucking weird. But more importantly, swimsuit Magias, like swimsuit Amane sisters, that was one of the worst events I've ever seen. Time to boot up my Kraken, hey, lol. Or I have uploaded the video of swimsuit Homura onto my YouTube channel, so you can see it there as well. Plunk. Oh no, not the charm. Is it one-shot time? No. Not at all. Definitely not one-shot time. This is not a one-shot eye. Thought it could have been, but no. It could still be a one-shot eye next turn, actually. Ah, whatever, let's just go. We could get another Magia from this. That missed. That's good. Okay. Yeah, the events I thought were shit story or gameplay-wise. Gameplay-wise, it's pretty much always the same. But by the way, our Cutting is back at 177 when last turn she was on 50. That's actually kind of amazing. Like shit story. There were definitely some. Let me look up some stuff. Let me look something up. Why is that one in there? Events that I thought were really bad. I'm just gonna go down the list and see. Another Days. Another Days is easily one of the worst events in the entire game, both gameplay and story-wise, if not the worst event in the entire game. There's more than 5 challenges. I didn't even know that. Okay. Is 6 the last one then? Oh, whatever. Let's find out. So yeah, Another Day is definitely god-awful and terrible. What else was there? Magica. Oh, it's Magica. I don't care much about these. Magia Clash, the Nano High event. The Nano High event was terrible as well story-wise because it was just one ass pull after another. It was just a giant cavalcade of ass pulls, that event. It's awful. The Mayu event, wait, you got it wrong. That was also just nothing. It wasn't terrible, it was just nothing. Like a grand whole nothing. What else was there? New Year's at Misuna Shrine. I totally forgot what that story even was. I'm gonna count that as terrible as well because I completely forgot what that story even was. So it can't have been that good at all. It probably wasn't terrible or good. I just couldn't remember it at all. What else was there? Oh, comrades, time to shine. Oh, I need to do this first though. Let me see what else was there. Out of the run-only event types, which one do you enjoy the most? One run only? You need to tell me what you mean with one run only event type. Oh, those MHT and Rico. Definitely Rico. Like, the dungeon event was actually really fucking awesome. They just never did anything with it. They just said, you know what, we just spent like however long they took to make that event type real. And then they never fucking did it again. Or improved it. The Hereafter event. That was also terrible story-wise. Like, Hereafter event, damn, that was also a bad story, dude. I don't even know if you can also count the Cool Homola event as terrible story, because that one wasn't even anything. That was just a giant fucking recap. Mara. Okay, what else was terrible? Let me look up. Does Last Magia count? Because it's chapter 10. I'm gonna count it. Last Magia was terrible as fuck. A Fletchling's First Flight, the Ui event, was about as empty and pointless as Ui's character. Also, A New Beginning, the Iriachi event, was also god-awful. So yeah, those are all the events that I think are bad, like really bad. Like not just bad, regular bad, but like really bad. We're actually done with the event now at this point. We've done the transcript, we've done the EX challenge quests. Sure, there's nothing else. And now, ×3 speed. Oh yeah. On a Magia team, that's still gonna take forever.